comes a new challenger.
Hi.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the surprise rush in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Big counter. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Did well to get the buff in there. Snipes them out the air. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Medium kick. Left alpha yoga. Drive rush to keep it going. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits of burnout. Oh, burnout triggered. Goes for the jump in. Looking for a chance. They just won't. Went for the chip kill. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Throws them down. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Hits them for the stun. This might be over right here. Player 2 gets them. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Big counter. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 can build off this lead. Doing some quick planning? That's a counter. Very slick with the combo. Side switch in the corner. Yoga fires it. Drink level maxed out. This party's getting crazy. Both fighters planning something. Anti-air drops. Springs forward with the drive rush. Not drive rush to keep it going. They got the beater for a drive impact. Barely blocked reversal. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation?
Caralho, é cara doente, velho. Pelo amor de Deus, velho. O cara faz uns bagulho na doença, velho.
No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
O cara vem até aqui, velho.
I dare you to find me a better match than
Vai
that.
dar porra, vai dar nem remédio. Pelo amor de Deus, velho. Lixo. Tanta peste na PL. Raiva da porra. Raiva da porra. Quer ganhar fácil, velho. Nem remete uma porra dessa. Esse não dava nem remédio. É sem graça. Tá brincando com o cara, nem jogando sério no todo.
A new warrior has entered the ring.
Mas por isso não dá remédio pra parar.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Deftly shuts out the jungle.
Ô, doença!
Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy. This is going to hurt. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Throws him. What's next?
Nem tem que
Player
ficar saindo do
perfect
canto.
execution and
Caralho.
gameplay nets our fighter a
Deixa,
perfect round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Player 2 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. They break things off to take a quick breather. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Breaks the block with a throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Knockdown and looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. They've got the meter for a drive impact. A quick breather. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Medium kick. Grabs and throws him away. Throws him. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Okay, here we go. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Forward run. Blocks the drive reversal. There's the burnout. What now? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up.
Vai tomar no cu, velho.
Drive run. A real test of nerves here. Teleport. Getting it all on the drive run. Rushes in. Medium kick. Blink up. Oh, drive rush. In attack range. Noticeable life lead is a Trump hits the drive. Gina Jogatina to push forward. Oh my God, Raw Super. Dumps him. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Let's go. Ring the bell.
Prepare. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Opts for the throw. Goes for the fireball. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 with the life lead. Uncomfortable space. Down to the wire. Player 2 in that dangerous round. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Hits him for the get. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 had an impressive round when managing their drive. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Teleport! That's gonna rattle them. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Player 2 has the life advantage. Doing some quick planning? Drive rush to keep it going. Sneaks in above. Big throw. Full FA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Drop you hard. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Uses their drive gauge. Springs forward with the drive rush. Their will to win is really being tested here. Sets up with the jump in. Drive rush. Can they create an opportunity? There's a burnout. Yoga float. There's this clutch anti-air. Blocks it. You've got to be mindful of reach in there. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this point. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Low heavy. They were right to be on guard there. Player 2 is looking at a grip, blocks the low kick. Ends the meter. Looking for a good return. Goes for the super arm early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. And it is on. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. A back and vital positioning. Player 2 tries to back in this merciless hit. Is this gonna set the outcome of this fight in stone? That corner is starting to look scary. White connects with the throw. Looking for a hold.
Ah, o cara quer pular, cara.
Reversal. This burns out. Player 2 can't use any drive boost.
Puta que pariu.
Something nasty's coming with his psycho cannon.
Puta que pariu, esse bagulho do puxa, cara. Tinha apertado o botãozinho, velho.
Clinches the win. But that
Pra
could have been
cima, cara.
anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Bamboozling time with the yoga float. Gets him with the anti-air.
Olha lá, ele tá encostado, apertar o botão.
Oh, there's the corner now. No running away.
Pra dar um agarrão.
Take the throw. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 with the life.
Olha lá, quer pular, cara. Cara, da
The
porra.
damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is
Olha lá,
such a
quer
KO.
pular, velho. Quer pular em
Player
cima
1
do boneco,
sets the
velho.
tone with that win.
Bora.
Let's
Deixa
see if
atacar,
they can
vai.
keep it up. Was looking for that jump attack. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The jumping
Bora.
is denied. Player 2 got smothered. But what now? Managing the drive gauge well here can open up a springs forward with the drive rush. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Quick breather.
Pô, o cara é chato pra caralho com esse bagulho.
With a psycho blitz. A drive
Olha lá.
impact could end it all.
Fica puxando,
Experiencing
cara.
burnout. Uses the game
Fica
for
puxando, velho.
Psycho storm
Dá pra
a
competir
flurry
não,
of
velho.
pain right to their doorstep.
Fica puxando, velho.
Sneaks in the throw.
Esse tipo de
That's what
porra.
happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Deu duas, só puxando. Esse de apertar soco fraco. Vamos perder pouco ponto. Tá vindo um Ryu estranho. Mas nenhum tem Viper.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the
Não sei se eu
line.
vou parar.
Let us be round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round.
Deus me livre. Cara aí.
Finds the time to squeeze in above. Player 1 with the life lead. Knockdown. There's a drive rush to
Esse
throw
cara
the
é doido,
opponent
cara.
off balance. Long low attack hits. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs.
Parece que é louco.
Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Got their eye on the air. Goes to the overdrive. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run. Goes for the super arm. The
Cara,
super
deu
arm
mais.
drive rush to keep it going.
Ô, porra!
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Ends with the
Caralho,
projectile.
velho. Cara doente, velho.
Player 1 takes
parece
the
que é
round
louco,
like a
vou jogar
thief in the
calma,
night.
ele vai fazer uma
What else
maluquice,
can they
cara.
get away with?
Ó, velho.
Drive boosted, hello. Last round we saw some very solid zoning play. Can they keep that up and close out this game? Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Anything could happen here. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up?
Vai.
Takes a trip. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Time to reassess the situation? Teleport! That's gonna rattle him. Drilling time! That's the Yoga Inferno Rip. Shows the medium kick. Barely, burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to
Porra, cara
change.
doente, cara.
Quick breather.
Vai lá, caralho.
Scrapping it out up close. Okay, oh.
Nossa, que é louco, velho.
Last round, people.
Que
Both
doideira,
fighters
cara.
gotta go all in from this point. The low. Jump up.
louco,
This
cara.
is gonna hurt. Player one.
Olha,
This
velho.
can lead to some big
Cara
damage.
doente, velho. Você é louco, cara.
Uh-oh.
Cara,
This
é
could
doente,
really tip the scale.
Noção, cara.
Player spinning it all on the drive rush. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Ooh, what a smart throw. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A
Ô,
dash?
porra.
Amazing. Anything this time to bust this out?
Caralho, mano.
Drive on the merciless yoga. No holding back. Johnson's getting real serious with them. They can't get hit here. Oh, they switch sides.
Cara
Oh,
doente
you're
de perna, velho.
grounded.
Caralho, velho.
Player
Fez um monte de
one
mongolice,
was
velho.
definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Toma cuidado, velho.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps up, barely blocks the
Ei,
jump in.
caralho.
Springs forward with the drive rush.
Vai lá,
Comes
caralho.
out
Filha
with
da
a block. Goes for the drive rush there. Player one has the
Vai,
life
cara,
lead.
pula.
Who's going to
Vai,
break
pula.
the silence first? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of
Vai
damage.
lá, caralho.
The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Brushes off the impact. Throws him down.
Deus me livre, tá
All
rápido.
right. Gets the knockdown, and
pula.
now player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find
Deus
a way
me
to
livre, tá
reset the
muito rápido,
situation.
cara.
Nails the anti-air. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. They gotta pick their spots well with the remaining drivers. Ah, burnout activates. Going on the offensive? In there!
Doente, velho. Tá jogando louco.
Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big gap between the two
Olha que
fighters. So they go
velocidade
out
do
of
jogo tá,
fire.
cara.
Neither of them hold your breath.
Ele tá muito veloz, velho.
Not letting that go unpunished. Player
Calma.
one experiencing burnout. Player one needs to use looking to impress with this
Mata a mão
super.
dessa merda.
Double three super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Tem que tomar cuidado pra ele não dar.
Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Yoga teleport. Anti-air in the clutch. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Teleport. That's gonna rattle him. Knocked him out of the air. Noticeable. Ooh, does him dirty. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? That hits the drive. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange.
Tá
Flatline
jogando
though.
doente, velho.
We're
Velocidade
going
da
into the
porra
final
do
round
velho.
tied up.
Veloz, velho.
Which fighter has it in them to
Nem
try down the
encostar, velho.
win? The drive impact doesn't work. This is gonna hurt. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive. Comet to make something happen. Time to reassess the situation. So willing to risk it for the overdrive. Yoga flow to mess with their head. Jump. This can lead to
Tá
some
doente
big
do caralho, mano.
carries them all the way to
Ah,
turning it right
porra.
up with a super.
Doente da porra,
This
velho. Pulou pra
could
trás,
really
velho.
tip the scale. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Throws
Olha,
them.
velho, que doideira do jogo tá, cara.
It's getting ready. The jump in is denied. Drops them hard.
O cara tá
Looking
pulando,
forward.
cara.
Reads the jump in perfectly. Noticeable life lead. This is gonna hurt. Show
Ó,
some
velho, que doideira,
disrespect
velho.
with that
É
invincible
louco, velho. O
special.
jogo tá muito
Get
rápido, velho.
that bank account ready because that
Tá um
fight
lixo,
was
velho.
easy money.
Tá muito rápido, velho. Duas ações num erro ali já saiu soquinho, velho. Posso nem tem que esperar o cara descarregar tudo primeiro. Eu não posso fazer nada, tem que esperar a primeira ação do cara sair, que senão sai muita farofa.
HP maxed.
Tá muito
Side
veloz,
quest
velho.
done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Tries to get a breather with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Goes for the throw. Trips him up. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Big counter. Anything could happen here. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. This is a tough spot, feeling out the spacing. Sticks the Getso. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Decides to create some distance to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Projectile to try and change the situation. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Throws them to negate the block. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Teleport! That's gonna rattle him. Anti-air drops him. Barely blocks the jump in. Doing some quick planning? Yoga float. Gets the jump in. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? We've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Are we going to see a comeback here? Fires a power wave. Players anti-air in the class. Back through the corner. And it turns out. Blink out. Tons of space between the butts. Oh, nice. Here comes the corner clutch. Clutch anti-air. Knew the throw was coming. This is gonna hurt.
O cara tá esperando pra pular, o cara não consegue nem chegar perto, velho. Cara, vai dar porra.
The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Who's going to shield him with all the throw connects? Smart play with the throw. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Who will set the bait at this range? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Leg shit. Yoga fire. Forward rush. Scuffle. All in with a rush. This is gonna hurt. Player 1 is in the connects with the throw. This makes instantly to something. What a finish. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Yoga float. They block the overhead and big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 chases him down. Knocked down. The jump-in is denied. Okay, creating some space here. Trying to read each other here. Gets the jump in. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Gets right in there. Teleports. That's gonna rattle them. They're laying into each other. Got their eye on the air. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
Ah, meu filho, você quer apertar a botão.
Faces with power wave. Drive reversal. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? The exchange blows. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? They've got the beater for a drive impact. Experiencing burnout. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Yoga float. Where's this going? Reads the jump in perfectly. Reads the throw and escape. Drops him hard. Player 1 burn out, but they may have a plan here.
Ah, pelo amor de Deus, o cara quer pegar soquinho, velho.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Good decision with that throw. Throws them.
Dá agarrão, né?
Scrapping it out up close. Uses their drive gauge. With super arch into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Player, all the throw connects. Breaks the block with a throw. Medium kick into, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Back dashes for safe. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious move. What a smart throw. Player 2 can't use any
o cara quer agarrar, velho.
throws them. Power away. What are they gonna do? Pumps them hard. Let's lose the power weight. This is a critical moment. Throws them back off. Anti-air in the clutch. They think this time to let this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Caiu mesmo.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in.
Conhece.
Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Very solid corner switch. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. This is a huge chance to make them feel it. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy
Meu
damage.
Deus do céu, o cara vem.
Experiencing grip, well aware of the rifle meter. Really good decision making. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The grab misses. Teleport.
Opa.
That's gonna rattle. Drive rush to keep it going.
Porra,
Springs forward with the
cara
drive rush.
doido, cara.
Knockdown.
Ah, não quer jogar, não quer apertar.
Still scratching for control of the space. Both fighters planning something? Howled in burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They return to center stage. Full SA meters on deck for both sides.
Toma, caralho, parece que é
Connects
louco,
with the
velho.
throw. Going in. Drive
Olha,
rush
velho.
to keep it going.
cara
Oh, putting the
doente.
cherry on top.
Não botão, velho.
Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the
Apertar qualquer
round.
coisa que esses caras esfregam pra caralho, velho. Velho, fica em cima.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fist do the talking? Throws them. What's next? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 2 has the life lead. Oh!
Aí o cara acerta o de
The
impacto.
move whiffs and they get
O cara só
nailed.
sabe usar isso.
Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. What are they thinking here? Does a good job of pushing back. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Drive gauge finally recovers. Gets the jump in. Was looking for that jump attack. Burnout! Expect a tempo of the match to change. Player 1 chases them down. Teleports! That's gonna rattle them. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Lets off a yoga fire. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Barely blocks the jump in. Drive rush to keep it going. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Medium kick. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Springs forward with the drive rush. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Grabs and throws them away. Forward rush. Player 1 will look to opt for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Drive rush. What a finish! Player 2 made all the right moves. This experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Quero que tenha fácil, velho. Peraí, se não aparecer mais, tá? Peraí. Como ridículo. Burnout. Ganha a primeira, não dá remédio. Não dá BL. Me atrapalha. É ter que eu for perder com um cara desse aqui, não dá remédio, como prejuízo. Não apareça mais não, filho. Caramba, tem só Rio na ranked, velho, estranho.
You better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. Knocked down. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. And they convert this punish counter opportunity into something. Life lead opens up. Grabs him. Checks him with the projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Jump. Going in. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but if G2 comes from behind to pick up the win, they took advantage of every chance. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. From upstairs, the next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Jones hits him with a stop and bob. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Teleport! That's gonna rattle them. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Were they baiting them into that? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Reads the jump in perfectly. All in with a rush. Nails and breaks it. Meets them air to air. Player charges up the platform.
Ai, caralho, mano. Dei teleporte, não
We're
pegou,
going
véio.
into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Gets the jump in. Ah, burnout activates. Ooh, what a smart throw. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2, this can lead to some big damage. Great job in escaping that corner. Anti-air in the clutch. Looking for a hole. Keeps him out. you never know what can happen here. Jump! Links it! All in with a rush! Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. Goes to the air. Throws him from above. There's a burnout. No hesitation or regret.
Ela só acerta a combo, cara.
Is it over? Will they survive?
This is the path I have chosen.
Will they go all in without drive? One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Down to the fun hit. It is over.
O cara só acerta combo, cara. Não sabe jogar com os bonecos, não, velho.
Player
Só acerta combo.
Which
Se
is
pegar o
the
combo, o cara
win.
ganha, velho.
But that could have been
Mas o cara não
anyone's game.
conseguiu
No
alcançar.
way we could have called that.
Mata logo, vai. Vai.
Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Not close enough for the throw.
Olha lá.
Very slick with the combo. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Strikes back with the drive impact. What's the play here? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Okay, creating some space here. Had the radar up and running. Anything could happen here. Big counter. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation, and the throw ends the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Vai. Pula.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The fighters continue to check each other in the early game. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Going in. A drive impact could end it all here. Yoga fire there. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Sabe que o cara de bagulho, cara.
Uses the
Só
gauge for
consegue fazer
super
tempo, velho.
Closing it
Tá
out
em
with a
cima já
super
era,
art
fica apertando o
finish.
botão, velho.
Nice and clean.
Cara, desse é horrível.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Tá tendo rio na ranked, velho. Estranho, velho. Doido.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Shall we? Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Gets a chance at that jump. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Was looking for that jump attack. All right, what's coming up next?
Deus me livre, que
What a
boneco
move.
ridículo é esse, cara?
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Intercept. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 on the board first with the win.
Vai dar o
But
carrinho.
want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
Vai, doido.
Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Goes for the jump in. What'll happen here? Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Opts for Shadow, going in with doubles reverse. Links in. Ooh, what a smart throw. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Blink up. Doubles reverse. Dangerous range here. Throws them.
Cara ruim da porra.
Big throws. What's next? They got closes it
da porra.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Knocked up out of the air. Max SAD gets him with a Euro step. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player Linksy connects with the throw. Amazing. Both are ready to pull the trigger. Drops them. Double run. Looking for a hold. Anti-air in the clutch. Light goes to the air. Are they going to be able to come back and stack 6 with 6 up? Throws them. Okay, here we go. That corner is starting to look scary. Do they have what it takes to steal Devil's Reverse? Will this super art do anything? Noticeable big super hit. It's gonna be enough to kill. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Shall we begin?
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Player 1 has the life lead. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Where is their opening? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Grabs them. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. That's a counter. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Burnout activates. Breaks the block with a throw. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Shows a medium kick. Smart play with a throw. Throws a fireball. In there! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Puts one in the pocket. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The low heavy hit. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Decides to buff up while they can. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Did well to do this super art connect. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Closing ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 had an impressive round when managing their drive. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Grabs and throws them away. Jumps in. Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Hits them with a stop and pop. Goals not to pry them open. Risky up-close scraps through good. Oh, burnout trigger. The critical art. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. Jump! Genius read with that throw escape. Player 1 hits the drive. Anti-air in the clutch. Both fighters are hurt down with the highest of 5 ever.
Aí não veio fazendo
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both guys stepping up for the rematch. Let's off a Yoga Fire. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Trips him up. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Medium kick hits. Gets them. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Okay, creating some space here. Going in. Smart play with the throw. Let's off a Yoga Fire. From upstairs. Lots of Fuha bank and plenty of avenues to race through. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters planning something? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? In there! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.